No fewer than 32 persons have been reportedly killed following an attack by killer herdsmen on Ungwa, Gamu, Gordon Noma, Ogwan Saki and Maikori villages near Maru in the Kajuru local government area of southern Kaduna. The communities were reportedly attacked on Sunday, June 5th from 12 p.m. until around 6 p.m. without military intervention, a statement by the Adara Development Association noted. According to the statement signed by Awemi Dio Mesamari, the national president of the group, the terrorists came on 150 motorcycles carrying 3 AK-47 wooden persons each. It noted that while the armed killers were carrying out their operations in some areas, the villagers mobilized to repel the attackers at a Mekori village and were already recording some successes as they were taking control of the situation. Shockingly, a helicopter appeared and started airstrikes against the natives who were trying to defend themselves. Mr. Mari said this made the youth run in search of safety, enabling the invaders to burn down the whole community. The evangelical church winning all Ekwa in Dogo Norma was razed down, the statement said. Several members of the community sustained injuries from the gunshot from the helicopter. However, the number of casualties are yet to be ascertained. As of the time of filing this report, 32 dead bodies had been recovered. On Monday, the community gathered to conduct a mass burial for the victims, but gunmen invaded again and abducted scores of persons. My goodness. Luckily, the assailants have yet to make contact with the families of the victims, the statement said. The association called on the Nigerian Air Force to conduct an investigation into the incident and determine if the helicopter and the crew are affiliated with the Nigerian military. According to the statement, there are reports of helicopters dropping weapons and provisions to bandits in their locations both in and out of Adara chiefdom. The statement reads, in the latest tragedy, Ugwan Gamu, Dogan Noma, Ugwan Saki and Mekori villages near Maro in Kajuru local government area were attacked on Sunday, 5th June 2022. The death toll this morning is 32 as villagers combed surrounding bushes for more corpses. 7 corpses were found this morning in varying degrees of decomposition. My goodness. The attack started around 12 noon and lasted until around 6 p.m. unchallenged by the state. It was carried out by Fulani terrorists mounted on 150 motorcycles carrying 3 AK-47 wooden persons each. When the armed killers were carrying out the killings around 3 p.m., the villagers mobilized. It was even in daytime. Mobilized to repel the attackers at Mekori village. The valiant natives who came out in large numbers from neighboring villages were already driving back the invaders and taking control of the situation when a helicopter appeared. To the horror of the natives, the white-painted helicopter faced the brave natives instead and started gunning the youth from the air, clearly leaving out the killers who can be distinctly identified by the mode of dressing and from their positions. There was no way that poorly armed farmers using crude weapons could face the combined fire strength of better armed herdsmen and a gun-mounted helicopter. With no other options, the Adara youth had to scamper for safety. This enabled the attackers to burn down the whole village. The covering fire of the helicopter also enabled the attackers to escape unhurt. As a result of the attack, 25 persons, mostly men, were killed. 16 men, 5 women and 4 children were killed. We are not yet sure how many of the casualties were caused by the gunshot from the helicopter, but some injured persons are taking treatment in various hospitals. Some houses were burnt at Ugwan Saki, but Makori village was completely destroyed. The Ekwa church in Dogo Norma was razed down. Some houses in Ungwa Saki and Ungwa Ungwa Gamu were also burnt. The burial of victims was disrupted yesterday, which was on Monday, as the Fulani terrorists were sighted in nearby bushes. Furthermore, many people are still missing and some of them are believed to have been abducted by the assailants. So far, no contacts have been made. The attack has caused serious panic, leading to the displacement of thousands of people in the area. Most of the displaced persons, especially women and children, are still relocating to the places like Cattle Crossing, Kachia, Idon, and Maraban Kajuru. The attack has compounded the already very bad humanitarian situation in Kajuru local government area because Kutura Station and other neighboring villages were similarly destroyed and displaced on 8th of April 2022. The Adara Development Association wants the Nigeria Air Force to thoroughly investigate this incident and determine if the helicopter and the crew belong to the Nigeria Air Force. There have been too many reports of helicopters dropping weapons and provisions to bandits in their locations, both in and out of Adara Chiefdom. The Nigeria Air Force should speak on this incident to clear the air. We are calling on the government and other people of conscience to come to the aid of our displaced and dehumanized people. The group also wishes to express its outrage with the Kaduna State Governor for abandoning the people to the mercy of Fulani terrorists. Yes, if this kind of a thing happen in other places now, they will tell you they are Fulanis. The northerners, they will carry, hey, I didn't know it's a Fulanis. Okay, now, are you going to, who are the people who are behind these things? Are they Igbos? Are they Yorubas or other ethnic tribes in Nigeria? When people tell you that they are Fulani, they will say, have you done investigation? Have you done this? Have you done? Because it is similar with what they do. It's similar to what has been happening over there. And like the governor of Ondo State said, that this kind of a thing is strange. So strange in Yoruba land. It's strange. That happened in Owo. It's strange. But this is a pattern that has been going. And I don't know, for as many who care to listen, all those Arewa, the coalition of this, the northern elders, they won't make a statement. Oh, they won't call on the government. But now you know that they said there's a reprisal, or how 6 northerners or 5 northerners were killed because they believe it's as a result of reprisal of what happened on Sunday in Ondo, in Owo. You begin to hear them coming out now. They will not be giving statements. But see what is happened now. They won't come out. How can you say you love your people and majority of the people, your people are dying on a daily basis? You don't show concern. But if it happens outside your region, you begin to shout as if you love them. The ones under your nose, you don't care for them. And this issue of Kaduna, Southern Kaduna, is something that is worrisome. El-Rufai's son now, that one will be running his mouth. And I even heard that he's a politician, whether it's in the House of Rep. Now they won't say anything. They are in position to do things. They won't say anything, but he will be running after Peter Obi. Know who got tickets and who did not get tickets. See what is happening under their nose, himself and the father. I could remember one of the videos that has been going viral. Then and some people are resharing it. El-Rufai was just parrying. Let me use that word. If there's any, the guy just a para. He was just blasting. He was just furious. You could see the anger in him. Then he was not a governor. That if this kind of person becomes governor, in fact, everything will just fall in place. He will not take nonsense. But see what is happening, and you begin to tell people from the parts of that Kaduna, especially Southern Kaduna, that they should not think otherwise. They don't even show concern. See what happened in Owo. What did the presidency do? Nothing. This one has been happening on a daily basis in that area, in that region. What has happened? Nothing. They will do nothing. What kind of a people do we have at the helm of affairs? What kind of a people? It's so disheartening. You begin to hear some kind of nonsense now. So do we still have Yorubas and Igbos and people from Southern Kaduna in the military? Are they blind, deaf or dumb? Why are they happy seeing their brothers getting killed? Are they silent because they are making money from this? If other tribes in the military merge together once, this will definitely stop. I don't understand why the military keep denying that they are not aiding the Fulani herders to kill and kidnap? Or does it mean now that the so-called Fulanis now did not have helicopters that they use? Maybe those ones came to help them. Who owns the white helicopter? Because they keep denying that they are not aiding the Fulani herdsmen. Everybody can't be lying against a particular organization or institution. Now, wow, we experienced all these kind of things in Borno and nobody believed us when we were crying. The unfortunate thing up to now is Twat don't seems to understand is that we don't even seem to understand the international community or connection to this saga, as in Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Those that we look up to as our friends are the enemy. Zoo Nigeria is on the verge of Islamization, but the gullible ones are busy shouting, "Get your PBT, he for mighty. USA elections can be rigged. What makes you think ordinary Nigeria will be an exception?" And Atiku, a Fulani man, is also warming up to continue the killings. Elohim Adonai, the God of the oppressed, the only true God, please end Nigeria and restore Biafra, a country where military is alleged to be helping killers. The prelate of a Methodist was saying it, that those kidnappers, that how they kidnap them, that they are carrying money and sharing everything, that it's close to where army are having their checkpoints, and you want to tell us, and they were coming at, don't tell us this, don't tell us this, don't accuse us wrongly. So what is not happening? Who owns the helicopter now? Or does it mean the bandits now, or the terrorists did not have their own helicopters as well? So guys, what more can we say? Let us know what you think about this whole thing. Thank you.